Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jadwiga, and I found recently I found this beautiful book. Yes, I know it's in German, but it has some really wonderful little fairy tales, and I'm going to tell you two small ones, one from Korea and one from Mallorca, from Spain, and they have a similar subject. That's why I tell them together. So the first one from Korea is called the 3-Year Mountain. Once upon a time, there was an old man who walked upon that 3-year mountain to collect some firewood, and he carried it on his back when he stumbled and fell down and rolled down a little bit of that mountain. Oh, he got up upon his feet, gathered his firewood together, put it on his back again, and then, oh no, oh no, he remembered that whoever fell down on the 3-year mountain only had to live for another 3 years. He went home, he went into his bed, and never again got up because he was prepared to die within the next 3 years. And for some reason, it didn't seem to be worth to get up before that time was over. He just prepared to die. Until one day, his little grandson said, "Hey, Grandpa, what's the matter with you? Why don't you get up anymore? You are sick or what? You don't look so." "Well," said the grandfather, "listen, I had collected firewood on the 3 years mountain when I fell down. And you know, when you fall down on the 3-year mountain, you only have to live for another 3 years. And this is why I am ready to die now." The boy thought for a little while, and then he said, "Well, Grandpa, you're 80 years old now, right?" "Right." "And after you fell down, you would have to pass away with 83, right?" "Right," said the grandfather. "Well, but now, if you go up again and fall down and roll down that mountain, you would have another 3 years in addition. That makes 86. And when you repeat that and do it again, you will become 89, and you can go on with that as long as you want." "Yes, you're right," said the grandfather. And he jumped out of bed. He has never been sick. And together they walked up that 3-year mountain, and they rode down, and they had a lot of fun. And I don't know how many times they did that, but I'm pretty sure this old man is still alive. This was the first story, and the second one from Mallorca is called The Man Who Cut Trees. Once upon a time, there was a man who went to his fruit trees with a ladder to cut the branches that would prevent the trees from producing a rich harvest. So he stood on his ladder and he cut all these branches that were not necessary, that just took power of the tree. When he became a little bit tired and was yawning. "Oh," he said, "oh, if I have to yawn 3 times, I will die. 3 times yawning means I will die. So I have to be careful." And he went on with his work, but after a while, yawned again. This is really dangerous now, he thought. "Well, I will sing. I will sing to keep me from yawning." But as we all know, when the body needs that, oh, we cannot stop it. So after he yawned a third time. He said, "Oh, now I have to die." He stepped down his ladder, lay down on the ground just in front of his trees, and waited for death. And he did that quite a while, and it became dark, and his wife at home was concerned when her husband did not return that night. So she went over to the neighbors and said, "My husband did not return back home. Please, please, he wanted to cut the fruit trees. Please go there and look after him." So the men took their lanterns and they went to that place and found him. He's dead. He has passed away. They couldn't understand that because he had seemed to be so fit and healthy, but it was obvious he was dead. So they put him upon his ladder, and they carried him down the hill to bring him home to his wife. After a while, they reached a place where they had to decide which way to choose. And they were discussing because some of them said, "Well, this way is shorter. Yes, but the other way is much easier." And they were arguing. They couldn't make up their mind which way they should take until that man on the ladder said, "Well, as long as I was alive, I always choose this way." They dropped the ladder and the man fell down, and now they all realized that he was not dead, and they started laughing. They started laughing and laughing and laughing. So, and maybe they still laugh now, but well, these are two little stories. We think, that's stupid. These people are so stupid to believe that. But it shows that once we have a very strict belief, we create the result with our thoughts, because our thoughts are creative, because the energy follows our thoughts, our focus. And so we can create sickness, death, unhappy events, whatever, as well as health and joy and success. It's just the question what we believe in. And the Course in Miracles says nothing, really nothing, fits between a strict belief and the truth. When you really believe in something, no argument, no proof, nothing in the world can make you leave this strict belief. There are no doubts. It is just not possible to convince you from the truth. Now, we can laugh about those people, but we could also ask ourselves whether we have such beliefs. We think they are true and never question them. And so we follow them, we create this reality without asking whether this is really true or necessary. And maybe we aren't even aware of these belief sentences. And we all know there are many, many, many belief sentences within our minds, and they can really destroy our lives. So it's worthwhile to look for those sentences we believe in, but which are not true. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed these little stories. Oh, did I say the first one was from Korea and the second from Mallorca? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumb if you liked it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.